Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 1 in a series between Zhouxixi and Yumiko. Yumiko has spawned as the blue human player on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Zhouxixi, by process of elimination, has spawned as the red night elf. For those of you guys who do follow me regularly, I do apologize. The game between Check and Moon, I did end up getting their names switched. And as always, diligent viewers, well, are always good at pointing out your mistakes. The internet is very, very good at that. I don't need to be a big critic of myself anymore. The internet will do it for me. All joking aside, thank you for fixing that mistake or addressing that I did make a mistake there as things are getting underway. This is, I have to believe, is another Archmage versus Demon Hunter matchup. But what is strange, though, is that the Archmage is actually a little bit delayed. Not quite sure what to make of this. Why would Yumiko actually build perhaps... I don't know what he built first. Perhaps he had a little bit more of a lumber build early on, and that has to be a very, very specific build if you want that much lumber that early on. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening here. Archmage able to finish off that wisp. Meanwhile, Zhouxixi already going after a very difficult Enforcer creep camp with Renegade Wizard. You're going to see the Demon Hunter get to level 2 extremely quickly. It is being triply repaired by an Ancient of War, as we also see now a fast expansion attempt coming in from Yumiko. Yumiko now purposely picking up a Belt of Giant Strength. Is it going to be able to drop another Water Elemental? That will be the big question. You need to try and mitigate some of the damage being absorbed by all of these units, as a second Water Elemental does finally go down. However, the peasants are back to work trying to finish off this Enforcer creep camp here. It looks as though level 2 will go down on that Archmage. There you have it. A little bit of evasion there, shaking off a last bit of damage as the Archmage is going to be able to drop another Water Elemental. Oh, no, it is... Wow, a 4 mana burn right there. Demon Hunter unable to get the mana burn off. And, well, that damage coming across from that Demon Hunter and also from the Footman, as the Archmage is just playing Ring Around the Rosie, and the Demon Hunter is just getting absolutely sliced up. All right. What type of body armor or hit points do you need to get hit with a sword and not bleed yet? Just lose a little bit of hit points. I don't quite know. If a sword actually hit a Demon Hunter in an arm, I believe it would actually do terrible, terrible damage, as things are now already underway. Now, Zhouxixi knows exactly what is going on in his opponent's neck of the woods. However, Yumiko doesn't know that he's not going to have that economic advantage. We are still sitting at Tree of Life and Town Hall, so tier 1 on both sides, as the Demon Hunter has picked up Boots of Speed and Boots of Total Loss. Now, the follow-up play is now perhaps going to be the Demon Hunter perhaps trying to get some damage onto these peasants, but the Arcane Tower will come up, and the Demon Hunter almost got surrounded right there. Is he going to be able to take down a peasant or two? That is the big question. Yes, it looks like he will be able to get one. He could try to go after another. No, decides against it, but he has lost a fair amount of mana because of that Arcane Tower. Meanwhile, the Archmage simply going to run on by, perhaps pick up Dust of Appearance and Boots of Speed. Nope, just Boots of Speed, no Dust of Appearance. Nope. All right, I thought I was wrong. I was just mistaken, as the archers almost get a 4 units around here. That's got to be very, very daunting for that Archmage. Archmage did end up losing a bit of mana right there. Demon Hunter gets a mana burn off Boots of Speed, however, allowing that Archmage to go off to the races, as it does teleport now back home. That additional gold definitely making a big impact there, allowing the Archmage to purchase that Staff of Teleportation after purchasing Boots of Speed and Dust of Appearance. Very, very important play there, as Yumiko now knows that he doesn't have a firm, economic advantage. What is the follow-up play going to be now, as you see the Water Elemental going to be taking a little bit of damage? Purge straight up onto a Footman. When will Renegade Wizards learn that there's no reason in purging and using that particular spell against non-summoned units? I don't think, though, they will ever know, as we now see a Ring of Protection +2 dropped. Or, excuse me, Ring of Protection +2 picked up. Unable to sell any additional items, as that Slippers of Agility +3 will just simply stay right there. Archmage is sitting at level 3. He's going to make sure to take down that chest as he moves on perhaps to clear out the Goblin Merchant Shop. Meanwhile, down across here, a Hunter's Hall has been placed down. Goblin Laboratory will get into play here in just a moment as the Demon Hunter now heads back off to the north. Lumber Mill nearing completion. Towers galore by Yumiko as Yumiko looks to perhaps be going to tier 2. Based upon the purchase of the Goblin Shredder, I do believe we're going to be seeing some mortars or some tanks here, as there are some now scout towers in position, not yet upgraded to guard towers. That is going to be a little bit of a problem though, as the Demon Hunter runs on in, trying to get some damage here. These peasants unable to slip through, as it is taking a large amount of damage here. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what's going to be happening next. Peasants are getting taken out. Demon Hunter pretty much going to be out of mana, but getting a free kill all across the board as the Footmen are now trying to, well, take down some of these Wisps. One Wisp, oh no, Wisp not taken down. Footmen do not have defend. Water Elementals are right here, and 2 Water Elementals in position could cause a lot of problems as the Archers are now trying to run away. All right, this is potentially a bad spot to be in. More Archers trying to drink up from those Moonwells. Water Elementals could just be turning back, getting some damage onto that Demon Hunter instead, as you now see the Footmen now pulling back away. Archmage now trying to pull away once again. Both sides losing a lot of units, but their expansions are still intact as a Goblin Shredder comes to engage from the Night Elf army. All right, that is a questionable Night Elf player who would hire a Goblin to cut down trees instead of getting the essence of wood the old-fashioned way from those Wisps. As the Demon Hunter now tries to make its way over. All right, Demon Hunter trying to head after this Footman. That low hit point Footman, is it going to get taken down? I do believe so. Naga Sea Witch does not get a cold arrow down in time on the Footman to steal it, as the Archmage drops another Water Elemental at the very last possible moment. Demon Hunter, Water Elemental, why isn't it attacking? I don't know. Oh, it is going to go ahead and get the surround and reposition right there. Demon Hunter trying to snap a teleportation away. That slight movement as the Demon Hunter able to get away. Naga Sea Witch now by her lonesome self. No transfer of the Boots of Speed, but will be able to slither away once more. Anaconda be able to, well, slither back down. Demon Hunter most likely will transfer those Boots of Speed to that Naga Sea Witch, as the Naga Sea Witch is far too slow. Back off to the north here, you do see a handful of archers looking to engage, as the Archmage and Footman could actually take down and do some serious damage to these units. Simply just going to be do a run by instead. All right, let's take a look at what Yumiko's long-term strategy is. He is going into dual Arcane Sanctums with an Arcane Vault. No, there is that Blacksmith. Perhaps it's going to be Rifle Casters instead, as no, we are going into triple Arcane Sanctums. Perhaps Mass Spellbreakers could be a possibility. I'm not 100% sure at this stage in the game, as the Archmage teleports back home and will be getting healed back up. Naga Sea Witch looking to get a little bit more experience, does pick up Slippers of Agility, doesn't really help as its primary attribute is going to be intelligence. Archers, Naga Sea Witch now making their way across, going to pass by a scout farm, letting his opponent know, hey, I'm coming for you. This is my knock. How are you going to answer me? Naga Sea Witch looking to come across here. There are some archers. Doesn't really want to engage there. Knows that it would just be exposing itself a bit far too much. Archmage is sitting at 3. Naga Sea Witch sitting at 1. And Scrolls of Healing and Scrolls of Protection have been purchased. A Scroll of Town Portal actually a bit premature, I gotta believe, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest will give a little bit more experience to the remaining units here. All right, that Scroll of Town Portal a bit questionable, but there must be a reason for it. Sitting 50 over 78 as the Naga Sea Witch, Demon Hunter, and Archers look to perhaps finish off this particular scout farm here. Goblin Zeppelin has been picked up as well, as it is going to be picking up those units here in just a moment. All right, there you go. 8 units ready to do a landing here in just a moment. And there you have it. The Goblin Zeppelin spots it and says, you know what? I don't like what I see. All right, Naga Sea Witch, Archmage still off in position. Dryad looking to rejoin up. Does get picked up by that Goblin Zeppelin once more. No Zeppelin hired up by Yumiko yet, which is a bit strange, since you need to be able to keep track of that mechanical unit to know where you need to position your army. All right, supply count. We are seeing at 57 over 70 compared to 66 over 78. a slight advantage for Yumiko at this point, as you see the Goblin Zeppelin simply flying by, and now may try to head back off to the north. All right, where is it? There it is. Guard tower in position. Rifleman is right there. Goblin Shredder is in position there, as in comes the damage. Goblin Shredder now trying to get away. Will it be able to get away? That is the big question, as the militia are now being called to arms. All right, Spellbreaker. Goblin Shredder will get taken down. There it goes. Where is it going to try and run to in between all of those buildings? Meanwhile, you see the militia are just actually going to pretty much town on these units. They're having to get picked up one by one. A Dryad may get taken down. There it goes. Demon Hunter losing a lot of mana. The Swirl of Town Portal now in the Naga Sea Witch, as Yumiko says, you know what? I'll be glad to trade positions with you, as we now see the engagement right there. Fork Lightning going down, as the Demon Hunter has fallen at level 4. Goblin Zeppelin now coming back across here, and Yumiko is just absolutely playing mind games with his opponent, waiting for his opponent to come to him, attack him, know that, you know what, your army, mainly consisting of archers and dryads with 2 heroes, as strong as it may be, cannot do a lot of damage to my town. I will move out with casters and now have guard tower support. All right, with this base will get taken down completely unanswered, unquestioned, and all of a sudden, whatever advantage that Zhouxixi was trying to bake on has become moot. But in comes the other army, very strong. Bears, tier 3. Fairy dragons are in position. Casters are going to end up getting absolutely destroyed here if they are not taken down. Taken down they are, and taken down quickly, as we see a Dust of Appearance come down, or no, Scroll of Protection go down. Roar now on the water elementals. Bonus damage, bonus hit points, as the Demon Hunter was resurrected back at the tavern. Staff of Preservation needs to heal back up. The bears are in a run for their life, and well, this bear run is coming to an end. Large number of bears, but there's just not enough of them compared to the remainder of the army. They're attacking slower, they're walking slower, and they're dying quickly. There's the GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.